Hey everyone. So I was really hoping to be able to post videos more often, but it gets pretty crazy trying to build a van in a month, working a full-time job, and recording it and editing all. So I haven't been able to do as much editing as I would like, even though I've been working on the van for this last week. So I decided I'd make a little bit of a different video today, answer a question that I've heard very often from very many people when I tell them that I am doing van life. Why the heck am I doing van life? This story for me starts the summer before the last year of college. I think at that point I was just naturally thinking about what I was going to do after college. I never had a particular career in mind when I went to college. I studied philosophy and physics because that's what I enjoyed, and that's the main thing I wanted out of my education, was to enjoy it. But I knew that going out of college I would need to get a job. I didn't want money to be a big factor in deciding what job I ended up taking, so I started looking into lifestyles that would allow me to not have to worry about how much money I was making. And through that search, I found van life. I spent many hours on YouTube looking at all these really cool vans and people building out some really awesome vans that they live in. But not only were the vans awesome, the lifestyle was really awesome. I saw people traveling full-time, traveling to the mountains, traveling to the rivers, to the beaches, or anywhere else they wanted, and I thought that was a really cool lifestyle, and thought that it was something I could get on board with pretty easily. I got really excited about the possibility of van life and started doing some research into how I could do it and started thinking about it seriously. During that same time, my last semester of college, I ended up getting engaged. And she wasn't fully on board with me living in a van. She wanted to get an apartment together. I wasn't particularly against getting an apartment, and after discussing it, we decided that it was best for us to get an apartment together. So I ended up giving up van life, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think sometimes in relationships we have to make sacrifices to make them work, and at that point for me, van life was a sacrifice that I was willing to make. But obviously I am doing van life. So why am I doing van life now? Unfortunately, she ended up calling off the wedding and broke up with me. So she moved out, and I was left with the decision whether I wanted to stay in this apartment or get another apartment. And in thinking about that, I did remember that I wanted to try van life. After the breakup, when that idea of living in a van creeped into my thoughts, I thought that maybe I shouldn't do it right now. Emotionally, I didn't know if I was in the best state to take on this gigantic and very stressful project. Also, I was very unprepared. Although I had looked into doing van life before and started thinking about it seriously, I never made plans for it. I never thought about what kind of van I would get, how much I was willing to spend on it, what my budget for the conversion was going to be, where I was going to park it, any of that kind of stuff. And I thought maybe this might be too much to try to figure it out in a month. In the end, I decided to go for it. I felt like it gave me something to prevent me from thinking about the breakup too much, and something for me to look forward to and help me move on from that. So I am doing van life, and I only had a month until I had to move into the van. I did not expect to complete the entire build in 1 month. There's a lot that I wanted to do to the van that I knew I wasn't going to be able to do all in 1 month. So I just want to share with you today what my goals are for the end of the month. So far, what I've been able to do in it over the past few weeks is get rid of some of the shelves that were in there, the flooring that was in there, got the whole area cleaned off, got a metal partition that was in the van, I got that removed. I got its broken rib fixed, and most recently I got the fan installed. I will be posting a video on the fan installation soon. My goal by the end of the month is to be able to sleep in my van. As of today, that gives me 15 days to reach that goal. So what I have left to do in those 15 days is to grind away the rust on the floor and repaint the floor. At the very minimum, add the insulation on the floor and add the wood floor. I'll probably have enough time to install the insulation on the sides and on the ceiling, but I won't be putting up the wood walls and ceiling yet because I have to figure out and complete all the electrical stuff before I close up the walls. It's gonna be long and crazy next 15 days. After these 15 days, I'm gonna start to slow down a little bit, but my plan is to have the full van build done by the end of the year in December. I really hope you join me. Please subscribe and share with your friends. I'm making these videos to hopefully make as many people at least aware of van life and what it's like. I hope you also ask questions, whether it's the build, whether it's the lifestyle, anything about me you want to know. I really just want to share my experiences, and I want to know what you would like me to share. I will be sharing the rest of my van build over the next few weeks and the next few months. So again, I really hope you join me along this journey to see what it's like to live outside the box.